Close your eyes and imagine roads made of dirt. There are no cars, only horses pulling carriages. Now picture riding in a strange, loud machine. It's made of metal and wood. It moves without horses. The people are curious. They stop and stare. This machine marks a new way to travel. It is not just a ride, it is a big change. A new time is starting.
Who made this big change? The man behind it is Henry Ford. He was once a boy on a farm. He lived in Greenfield Township. He was born on July 30th, 1863. Back then, no one knew he would change the world. He had simple beginnings, but he became a man who made a huge difference. Henry Ford is proof that great things can come from small starts.
Hello everyone. I am starting uploading videos to my main channel. I think you will find very precious knowledge about language acquisition there. Link is in the description.
Henry Ford lived in a small farmhouse. He had 7 brothers and sisters. His family worked hard. Henry's parents taught him to be curious and work hard. They lived a simple life but full of learning. His parents showed him the value of effort and determination. They also helped him be curious about the world. Henry began to learn about machines when he was very young.
Henry liked to play in his father's workshop. He used tools and looked at machines. When he was older, he fixed broken watches for his neighbors. He took things apart and learned how they worked. By the age of 12, he knew a lot about steam engines. It was more than he learned at school. Henry loved to read and try new things with machines.
His love for machines grew as he kept exploring. Henry saw the magic in gears and levers. He spent hours experimenting at the farmhouse. The workshop was his favorite place. The smell of oil and the sight of gears made him happy. He knew machines could change the world. His parents were proud of his curiosity and supported his learning. They saw the spark in his eyes.
Henry's learning never stopped. Every day was a new chance to discover. He didn't just learn in books. The farm was his classroom. The sound of machines working filled him with ideas. Imagine him now as a child, curious and eager. He wanted to know how everything worked. This curiosity would take him far. Being curious and working hard were lessons that Henry carried with him.
When Henry was young, he saw a special machine. It was called the Nichols and Shepard engine. It did not use horses or people to move. It moved on its own with steam. This sight made Henry very excited. He started to think about how cars worked. He wondered if he could make a different kind of car. Henry wanted to learn more about car engines. The sight of the engine was the start of his big dreams.
Henry decided to leave the farm to learn even more. He went to Detroit to learn at a machine shop. There, he fixed heavy machines and learned a lot about them. It was an important time for him. He saw how to make things work better. He also worked at a shipyard. He fixed big machines there too. Day and night, he thought about engines and how he could make them run better.
In 1892, Henry Ford built his first motor car. This car had 2 cylinders and a 4-horsepower engine. It was a big step for Henry. He was very excited to try it out. Henry drove this car for 1,000 miles. He used this time to test and learn more about the car. Driving the car was fun and full of new ideas. Imagine the wind blowing as he drove.
After this success, Henry wanted to build more cars. In 1899, he started the Detroit Automobile Company. He saw a chance to make cars for everyone. Then, in 1903, he and some investors started the Ford Motor Company. Henry was clear in his goal. He wanted to make cars that people could afford, not just the rich, but everyone. His dream was big, and he worked very hard.
Building the first car was just the beginning. Henry knew that he had more to do. He imagined a world where many people could own cars. He looked for ways to make this happen. Cars could change how people lived, work, and travel. He wanted cars to be as common as shoes. The idea of affordable transport was new. Henry Ford believed in this idea and worked for it.
Every day was a chance to get closer to his goal. He took what he learned from farming and used it in his work. Hard work and learning never stopped for him. Henry thought a lot about the people who would use his cars. He wanted his cars to help families. A car could mean freedom to go places. His vision was to change life for the better with cars.
Starting a company was not easy for Henry Ford. The Ford Motor Company faced many problems at the beginning. Cars were very costly and not everyone could afford them. Many people could not buy a car. This was not good for Henry because he wanted everyone to have a car. He did not like that only rich people could buy cars. He thought very hard about making cars cheaper.
Henry Ford worked hard to solve this problem. He wanted to make simple and reliable cars. His idea was to turn cars into something many families could have. Every day, he and his team tried new ideas. They did not stop until they found a way to make cars affordable. Even with the problems they faced, Henry stayed determined. Challenges did not make him stop, but pushed him to work smarter.
To make cars simpler, Ford focused on innovation. Making small improvements helped a lot. He knew that even small changes could have a big impact. His goal was to make cars that were not only affordable, but also easy to build. Henry wanted everyone to enjoy the freedom that a car could bring. This vision motivated him and his team to keep working, even when things were tough.
Through these efforts, people started seeing results. With time, Ford's company started to get better at making cars. People finally began to see that cars could be for everyone, not just the rich. The hard work began to pay off, and this made Ford believe even more in his dream. His team became stronger, united by the shared goal of creating something special. Every problem they solved brought them closer to success.
In 1908, something big happened for Henry Ford and his company. They introduced the Model T. This car was different. It was strong, with steel parts and a simple look. The Model T could drive on rough roads. What made it special was that it was not too expensive. For the first time, many people could think about buying a car like this. It was a big change for everyone.
Soon, people everywhere wanted the Model T. It was not just a car, it was something that changed how people lived. With a car, people could go places they never could before. Families could explore the countryside, visit friends, or just enjoy a drive. The Model T became more than just metal and wheels. It was a symbol of freedom and new possibilities for everyone.
People loved the Model T for how it made travel easy. They could now think about trips and adventures that were not possible before. The car allowed them to dream bigger. People from all walks of life could now own a car, not just the rich. It created new jobs and helped nearby towns grow. The Model T was more than just a useful machine. It changed life in many wonderful ways.
The Model T showed that cars could be for everyone. Before, people rode horses or walked many miles. Now, with the Model T, they could travel far and fast. The idea that a car could be normal for families was new. This car showed that transportation could be a part of everyday life. Henry Ford's dream was coming true, and the Model T was the start of a new day.
Henry Ford wanted to make more cars quickly. He found a way to do it. He created the assembly line. It helped build cars faster. In the assembly line, each worker had one job. They worked next to a moving belt. First, one worker added a part to the car. Then, the car moved to the next worker. This worker added another part. The car moved from one worker to another.
The assembly line was a big change. It saved a lot of time. Before, building one car took a lot of hours. Now, it was much quicker. This meant more cars could be made and more people could buy them. Not just car companies used this idea. Other factories saw how good the assembly line was. They started using this machine to make different things like toys and furniture. It changed making things everywhere.
With the assembly line, cars got cheaper. Families could now own a car. This made life easier. People could travel far and fast. They could visit places they had only dreamed of before. Henry Ford's idea was a success, but it did more than just help sell cars. It helped many people get jobs. Workers earned good money making cars. They could also have a better life.
Ford's ideas changed more than just his company. They changed the world. Factories everywhere used the assembly line to make things. Now everyone could buy more things for less money. This helped many people and businesses. Henry's new way to work made life better for many. His invention showed that sometimes you need to think in a new way to solve a problem. Ford's work taught others about believing in ideas and working hard. Remember, if you like our podcast, please hit the like button and subscribe. You can also join our YouTube membership to get the complete text of our videos. Your support means a lot to us. Thank you for being with us as we explore these amazing stories from the past. Your comments and feedback help us to grow and improve. We hope to bring you more interesting topics in the future.